Hello, hello. Think we are live, but I'm just going to check real quick. Sorry for the late start. Yeah, we're live. Good. All right, cool. Neat. We are live. Hello, hello. All right. What's up, guys? How we all doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day or a night wherever you may be. Sorry for the late start. Uh I guess OBS was not allowing me to load my game. I'm not really sure how, but every time I kept loading the game, I'm like, oh, it's like pausing and then just shutting down before it even gets to like the main title card. I'm like, hmm, that's not good. So I basically had to restart my entire system, my entire PC, and then now it's working. And then it did report that an OBS crash did happen, but it seemed like everything was fine on my end for OBS, but I guess not. I guess not. Either way, we're here now. What's up? How's everyone doing? We are back with more Fate Remastered today. We are going to go for, a couple hours. Tomorrow, we are also doing Fate Remastered. If you haven't been paying attention to the updates and whatnot, we are going to be plowing through this Fate Remastered game until we get it done. So that means double features for this week, probably next week, but hopefully we'll be done by the following week. I'm hoping because that way we can get into our new scheduled for gaming stuff. Again, we're gonna keep one video game per like week or whatever, where it's like, okay, this series we're gonna just play, or not series, but I guess this specific game till completion, and then every other day that I want to play for like the week, like let's say Monday or Tuesday, we'll just do whatever. We'll just do whatever, and yeah, have a little bit more variety. So let me just tweet. Mastered. There we go. Let's see. Boom. There we go. Perfect. And we do that. Let's do that. There we go. Now it's loading. There you go. Load the tweet now. Perfect. All right. Post. And then YouTube, you guys get your post. And boom. All right. Perfect. We have our post. Let everyone know that we are live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So, yeah, we are live with some more Fate. Get it on the screen for you guys. Should be visible now for you all. Last time we left off, we actually are getting now further away from the whole Elia's Vane storyline. She's now chilling with us, so that's interesting. We did tame Elia, I guess, is what the storyline is trying to tell us. I'm wondering where this is going to go, because we have seen something similar in Unlimited Blade Work. Or, not Unlimited Blade Work, what is it? Heaven's Field. I forget if she actually is with us in Unlimited Blade Work. I'm actually not too sure. Give me a second. Let me see. Is she with us in Unlimited Blade Work? It's been a minute. Fate. Unlimited Blade Work. Unlimited Blade Works. Excuse me. Elia. I could have sworn like she dies with Berserker, if I'm not mistaken. Like, she has more of an interesting story arc outside of just being, I feel like in the Fate route, she's a lot more corrupted and whatnot. You feel a little bit more sympathy for her, only because fucking Gilgamesh is humbling her, and it's like, yeah. Does she die? Does she die? I guess she does die. I guess she does die. I forgot if she actually lived or not. But yeah, so in Unlimited Blade Works, she does die. She does, in fact, die. But again, in Heaven's Field, she lives for a little bit to actually do her thing and whatnot. This was interesting. I will definitely say out of the Fate stuff, even though I do praise it, I absolutely do praise it. I think, compared to the other two, Fate has done a lot more right that I enjoy. But I do think Elia is probably not as interesting in this storyline compared to the other two. So that is a negative detractor there. But everything else, for the most part, I think just fucking slaps in here. All right, where do we leave off? Oh, yeah, let me know if music's too low or whatever. So, yeah, we're going to do it today. Go for a couple hours. Going to do it tomorrow. Oh, right, this wholesome little thing. And again, we're going to try and get as far as we can. I'm sure there's still a bunch of content that we still have left. Again, we haven't faced Castor yet. Lancer's still out there. Ku's still there. Again, Gilgamesh. We gotta, I assume, run into him at some point in this route. The only one that doesn't really have anything much of Gilgamesh is Heaven's Field, only because he gets, like, nommed. So that... I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Lancer, Castor, and technically Assassin, and then Gilgamesh. Nah, I guess that would be it. Unless we're going to do something out there, but that's kind of like Heaven's Field role. But yeah, so we're going to go double feature until we get this game done, and then we'll roll into our new schedule for gaming stuff. So stick tuned to that. And if you like what we've been doing on the channel, we have more updates coming with games. We have more updates when it comes to our read-throughs and what we are watching. We're going to be having a lot of new stuff roll out very, very soon, and also a lot more organization to our channel. So if you all like that, please like these streams, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're making progress. We are turning the corner into a new point, a new chapter, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, last time we left off, we had this nice little wholesome thing where very familial right now. Now, it's cute, for sure. And Saber looking really great in the context of this route. Looking really good. Elia must have had butter smeared on the corner of her mouth or something. Saber leans in reluctantly to wipe it off, whatever it is. Liking and doing the right thing is two different things. Which is crazy because, in the first half of this game, the first act, you could say, does she really, though? And I guess the idea that I'm rolling with is that when they had their Shiro and Artorias over here, Artoria, aka Saber, when they had their, oh my god, what are they called? Oh my god, what are the magic, circuits, the circuits. When Shiro did his whole ritual to make sure Saber was healed and gave over his circuitry to her circuits to unlock her full potential a lot more easily, I think somehow he also made her more human, if that's even possible, by doing that. Again, I'm going to need more of an explanation because, I'd never seen this Fate route, and this absolutely does not happen in the other two. So, I'm curious on what they're trying to get into here with Saber. Like, why is she being more real, if that makes sense? Also, hydrate. Move this. There we go. You have no hostility, and Shiro has accepted you as a guest. Is that supposed to be a nod? Is that supposed to be a nod to Zero right there? To the 0? Because if it is, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay. I like that.
そんなこと言ったって白は私のものだけど。まあ少しはセイバーのこと考えてあげてもいいわ。白を勝たせてあげることはできるけど、私じゃ守ってあげられないものね。
Yeah, you don't have all the arsenals. You're gonna need a servant. But, okay, bonds are working. Elia shrugs and takes another bite of her sandwich.
言われるまでもありません。マスターの盾となるのはサーバントの責務ですから。
That's not your role, though. You are a saber, not a shielder. Saber responds painfully enough as they eat. Their conversation hasn't changed much, but at least they sounded calmer. As we relaxed after finishing our meal, Tosaka comes in.
白いる？こっちの準備はできたから早めに顔を出してよね。
Her message delivered, Tosaka heads straight back to the outbuilding.
そうか、忘れてた。午後は遠坂に魔術を教えてもらうんだった。
Right. More magecraft training. Alright. Never had a proper teacher as Tosaka's magecraft lectures have been really helpful. Yeah. She seems to be willing to keep teaching, so I clean up here quickly and just head over there.
遠坂の部屋に行ってくる。どのくらいかかるかわからないから、セイバーとイリアは部屋で休んでいてくれ。
いいよ。私もなんだか眠いし、少しお昼寝する。
It's nap time. Ilia walks off out of the dojo, rubbing her eyes sleepily. Oh, that's a relief. As long as Ilia goes to sleep, I don't think there's going to be any problems with me going to Tosaka's room.
白、リーの部屋に行くのですか？
That's what I said.
ああ、そう言っただろ。遠坂には魔術の基本を教わらなくちゃいけない。
その必要はあるのでしょうか？バーサーカーは倒れましたし、私たちが協力して挑む敵は存在しなくなった。
I swear, a lot of the main characters have these weird perceptions of, like, planning. It's like, oh, well, now that this obstacle is now gone, surely this won't ever happen again where we need to plan in this certain matter. Why would you think that? You didn't even know this was going to be the berserker of this, you know, fucking fight. And you guys then had to plan for it. It's like, you shouldn't automatically assume it's going to go a certain way. I feel like that's like the #1 rule in battle. Never assume that your plans are going to work out. So always come up with backup plans.
ならば、シローがリンに教わることはなくなったのではないですか？
Again, you don't know that. There's always something for him to learn. And at the end of the day, he is a mage and he has to get better. Outside of this little competition. She might be right. Tosaka lessons were originally meant to help me when we went up against Berserker. So with him gone, there's really no reason for her to teach me anything. Yeah, but you got a cool new power for making swords and stuff. So I would say maybe having more magecraft lessons can help you refine that ability.
いや、バーサーカーとは関係なしで教わりたいんだ。俺は未熟だから少しでも早く一人前にならないと。
Yeah, there you go. It's a progress on who he is.
シローがそう言うのでしたら、私に止める権利はありません。
Why are you acting like this, Saber? Saber looks Sloan. Sloan? Sloon? Sloon. Let's go Sloon. She looks Sloon as she says this. Yeah, I think she did become human somehow, like a modicum of a human.
じゃあレクチャーを始めるけど、その前に聞いておくわ。あんた、体で壊れちゃったところとかない？
Okay, time to start my lesson. First, though, is anything broken? That's how she began. It's kind of odd question to ask at the moment that I arrive.
壊れたって何が？
だから動かない箇所はないかって聞いてるの。
Okay, you gotta be more specific to that, though. I don't know what you mean. Am I supposed to look out for, like, something, like, major, like a bone? Or something more obscure that I'm not quite aware of. Again, like you said, I am the novice mage over here. You're going to have to be a little bit more clearer with your instructions when it comes to me.
あれだけめちゃくちゃしたんだから神経が焼き切れるのは分かってるのよ。
Oh, the sword stuff?
まあそんなのはどうでもいいんだけど、体のどこに異常があるのかぐらい知っておかないと授業にならないから。
Look at these two caring about Shiro more. According to Tosca, some parts of me should be numb. I mean, is it? But since I'm the one living in my body, I can say she's wrong. I mean, just, I don't know, can you... See, this is why you needed a way to, like, you know, with your scan and traceability, like, are there broken bones in me? Scan, trace. Oh, yeah, there is something broken. I don't know. I feel like he should use that ability more often like that. Just a way to sense the inner structure of yourself, like he does with inorganic objects.
いや、動かないところはないぞ。一晩寝たら頭痛も熱もなくなったし、俺は至って健康だが。
God, I feel that after the week I had before.
は
Getting a
あ
good rest
そん
really
なわ
does
けな
help.
いでしょ。セイバーの剣を投影したのよ。あんなの腕一本維持してもおかしくない芸当じゃない。
Really now?
だから動くって。
I guess because of servants and stuff.
だいたい体が動かなかったら、イリアをおんぶして帰ってこれるわけないだろう。あの時おかしかったのは頭痛と熱だけだって。
Right, we skipped over that.
嘘よそんなの。シロ、ちょっと腕見せてみなさい。
Okay, alright. She tugs on my arm before I can reply, then stares at it. I realize I'm holding my breath. Ooh. I may have gotten used to being, to her being around, but I'm definitely not used to her being around, aka so close. But didn't you not have like a spiritual, metaphorical, sexual thing with Saber? Calm down, guy. You already got your rocks off.
本当に異常はないみたいね。
Yo, what happened? After being Berserker, these two, like, just switched on their horny factor. Like, what the hell? I mean, in the original that isn't censored, I know some wild stuff does happen, but it's like, what the fuck?
焼き付いた跡かな。あざみたいに黒くなってるところはあるけど、他は完全に修復されてる。いえ、治ったというより、ようやく生え変わったってとこかしら。
Yep. Tosca mutters quietly to herself as if she's inspecting my arm. As if there weren't enough to leave me
ふざ
red.
けた体ね。これ、例の自然治癒による回復じゃないわよ。シローの自然治癒は明らかに外部からの働きかけだけど、こっちはあなた自身の治癒能力だと思う。
Really? So, not just Saber stuff, he generally is improving his healing factor. Okay. Rin lifts my sleeve up, pressing her fingers along my arm. Oh, Lord.
ストップ。もういいだろう、父さん。用が済んだら椅子に戻れ。
何よ。こっちはあんたの体を見てあげてるっていうのに。って。はは
Here we go. Let the teasing begin. Tosca leans closer to me.
熱は下がったって言うけど、まだ十分ありそうじゃない？
そんなの俺の勝手だろ。お前関係ないんだから気にするな。
そうなんだ。関係ないんなら、私がこんなことしても影響はないわけよね。
Well, he's 16, so that's not fair. Anything could get him to be like that, okay?
熱なんてないんだから、そんなことしても意味ないぞ。
ええ、そうみたいね。今度は耳まで真っ赤だもの。熱っていうより酔っ払ってるみたい。
Drunk on something. She's doing this on purpose. Yes, she is. This is deliberate. I know it
父
is.
さんか。お前、分かっててやってるだろ。
Of course she does.
ああ、バレた？シロがあんまりにもベタな反応するからついからかっちゃった。
Anyone would toy with a man's innocent feelings like that should do their repentance in hell. Okay, bud. Alright.
ま、冗談はこの程度にしといてあげる。あんまりからかうとミイラ取りがミイラになりかねないしね。
Ooh, what do you mean by that? That's a problem. I feel like Tosca's only teasing me even harder now.
遠坂、今更言うのもなんだけど、俺は真面目に授業を受けに来たんだが。
Mm-hmm.
あら、失礼ね。私だってそのつもりよ。今のだって教え子の状態を確認しただけだもの。
Sure.
そうかよ。じゃ、そろそろ本題に入ってくれるんだな。
Main topic. Let's go. What's today's lesson gonna be about?
そうね。本題といっても私の専門外だからアドバイスぐらいしかできないけど、しないよりはマシだから。
Mm-hmm.
正直に言ってしまえばね、私があなたの力になってあげられたのは前回でおしまいなのよ。
Oh, so this is just extra?
こんな短期間の授業で魔術は身につかない。
Mm.
私はただあなたが使ってなかったスイッチを取り付けただけ。それはわかる？
Mm-hmm.
あの宝石だろ？確かに、あれを飲んでから魔術回路は作るんじゃなくて切り替えるものになってくれた。
Is it still in there? I figured like it dissolved or something. Wait, is the jewel that he had to swallow still there?
そう、一朝一夕で教えてあげられたのはそれぐらい。けどそれだって今まで鍛えてきたものを表に出したに過ぎないわ。
Mm-hmm.
私はあなたが体で覚えた魔術を後押しすることしかできないし、他の魔術を教える気もない。
Fair.
だって才能ないもの、あなた。
He's innately just not made for it. Yeah.
そこまでズバッと言われると、ある意味さっぱりした。
Mm-hmm.
けど遠坂、俺が使える魔術ならアドバイスしてくれるんだろ？なら、あの時に使った魔術が何だったのか教えてくれ。
Right. What can he do? Tosca doesn't answer. She's just glaring at me like I'm her worst enemy. Girl, you're out of the competition, so don't be doing that.
遠坂、そのレクチャーだよな、これって。黙っていられると俺も困るんだが。
Is she also maybe gonna agree with Saber? Like, why do you want to learn combat stuff? Or, you know, probably implying you want to learn for combat. You shouldn't do that. Come on, answer. She looks away, frowning, but that's like half her the fucking time she's doing that. It's only a brief flicker of her expression, though.
無理よ。
Why?
私、投影魔術なんて使えないもの。自分が知らないものを教えられるわけないじゃ
Really?
ね。
She doesn't know projection magic. Oh. Okay. So, I remember, like, the three things that she told them about. There's strengthening magic, projection magic, and there was one other one. I forget what it was called. Let me see. Maybe I can look it up real quick. Fate. Strengthening. Projection. And what were the three classes called? Strengthening, projection, and here we go. Fate Stay Night. Projection is a magecraft that materializes. Strengthening is more basic, that enhances the existence of the properties, while Sheer is right. Concept strengthening, key differences, application. There was another one. There was a third one. There was a third magic type that she brought up and how it can actually help out Shiro. Oh my god. What was it called? It's strengthening projection versus let me see if I can pull up this way. Let me see. Projection magic, also called gradation air, is a practice involving the materialization of objects in accordance to the caster's imagination through the use of magical energy. While gradation is more complex form of reinforcement. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Reinforcement. Yeah, there's. Oh, no. Hold on. Material transformation. There is. Here we go. Thank you. So material transmutation involves spells that interfere with the properties of said objects. Here, I'll actually show you guys. So, materials involves spells that interfere with the properties of an object. These include reinforcement and graduation air magecraft. So we have projection magic, alteration magic over here. Alteration is the intermediate step between projection and reinforcement to give an object property or an effect that is originally didn't have. A master of alteration can apply drastic changes to a substance such as turning metal into rubber, fire into ice, or concrete into mud. Alteration is especially of wait, who? I don't know. All right, some family. That's probably some other Fate lore. Yeah. So then we have reinforcement, aka strengthening magic, which is what Shiro's good at, is the most difficult magecraft with the purpose of pushing a basic to the utmost limit. It's the foundation of all magecraft and the enhancement of the existence of the target by pouring magical energy, but as no clear expression on how much it can be enhanced is defined. Almighty reinforcements are rare. It's the same as adding something to an object that is already complete. In case of failure, the target will receive it as a poison. Success requires a good grasp of the inner structure to fill openings with magical energy. Reinforcing the purpose of existence will be the increasing of a sharpness, such as a knife, the nourishment of food, or in case of living creatures, the physical strength and durability. It is possible to reinforce something vague, as living things will resist invasion of magical energy. Reinforcing someone else in the heart is the hardest. Right. I think there was one more. Was there not? No. Okay, so yeah, I remember she goes over this entire thing. So there's projection magic, there's alteration, which is basically a middle magic between, making something from your imagination, aka projection magic, and then strengthening what already is existing. Alteration, which is the idea of giving it another property. I don't think he's able to do that yet. Obviously, he just unlocked projection. Maybe he's gonna get alteration in this one, by giving maybe the swords a different property than they normally would. I don't know. All right. So yeah, she can't project something. So when she's making those energy attacks, that's not something that she's projecting from her imagination. It's something that she can visually know and do. Wasn't what I used against Berserker pretty basic magic? I mean, she was looking down on strengthening magic earlier, but I guess she's not good at projection magic. I just imagine a structure and let a magical energy flow into it. It's no different from then strengthening magic. I mean, to a degree. But flooding your own magical energy into something that's already formed is difficult. It's like adding what you think is red to an existing mixture of paints to draw out the red hue, only to end up with some completely different color. Right. By comparison, it's much easier to work with my own paint from the very beginning. AKA, he's saying, myself, it's easier to enhance. And then probably by that extension, his own imagination is much easier to manifest than trying to enhance something that's already existing with its complexities. I can draw out whatever I want that way. It's much easier than strengthening.
あんたね、今の他の魔術師に言ったら間違いなく殺されるわよ。あん
Yo,
た
the
がやっ
mages
た
in
のは
this
投
universe
影
have
で、
such
か
fragile
つ宝
egos.
具を完全に複製していた。あそこまでできるフェイカーなんて私は知らない。
Perfectly. He perfectly replicated the Noble Phantasm? I figured it was, like, imperfect because it kept shattering every time he used it. But she's saying he perfectly replicated the Noble Phantasm. Bro, wait a minute. That might be a bit of a stretch right there. I wouldn't say that. I would definitely not say that. But it still is impressive that from his imagination of what the Noble Phantasm is that he's linked to, he's able to just make it to a degree. Obviously, he can't do Ectoscalibur every time, but still, though, he's very, very impressive for what it is. Perfectly, though. Oh, hold on. Mouse. There we go. Oh, hold on. It didn't switch. It didn't switch? No! Hold on. Let me just make sure the screen switched. Yeah, that's kind of crazy to say, like, a perfect replicating of the Noble Phantasm. Let me just make sure. What you did was the projection. Was called projection. Is what you perfectly replicated the Noble Phantasm. I never heard of anyone doing this before. Fair enough. So maybe she's just assuming because it's never been done. Fair enough. A chill runs down my spine. So it's not just my imagination. No, it is, and that's the scary point. Tosca is actually angry. So she's angry that you're asking for advice on something that she just could not achieve.
どうってことないわ。
I mean, it kind of matters.
そんなことあんたの蔵を見た時からうすうす感づいてたんだから。今さらエミやシローに殺意を抱いても仕方ない。
I mean, he's got a great unique skill now.
勘違いしてるようだから言ってあげるとね。あなたがやったのは投影の魔術なの。実在する美術品とか名剣とか、そういったものを自身の魔力でイメージとして再現するっていう半端な魔術よ。大抵は儀式の際に使用する一時しのぎの代用品として使われる。イメージで編んだそれは当然架空のものとして認識されるからすぐに消えてしまうものなんだけどね。
Right, that's why it, like, snapped. Now, I wonder, if he brings forth a projection and then strengthens the projection, can it last longer? I'm just saying, that goes hand to hand. Can he combine projection, alteration, and strengthening all into one? And then he could genuinely make a, like, awesome Excalibur. Is that, like, the end-all, be-all for this route Shiro to achieve? Huh? I get that they replicated Crave from a mental image. Seeing I saw Saber sword within my dream and imagined the golden sword based on it. Also, again, you guys have that weird link now, so it might be, again, easier to replicate that from imagination. Like, could he do that now, let's say, with Berserker's Club, because he's seen it so many times? I don't know if he could, but, you know.
よくわからないな。魔力ってのは粘土だろ。たとえイメージでも一度形になったものなら消えることなんてないんじゃないのか。
そんなわけないじゃない。魔力ってのは自分の体の中でしか存在できないものでしょ。
It can only exist within your body.
だから物に魔力を通したり魔力をスターターにして自然干渉を行うんじゃない。そりゃあ私だって魔力を飴のようにこねて探検ぐらい作れるわ。
Sure can need magical energy like a piece of soft candy to at least make a dagger. So, alteration.
けどそれで終わり。それは探検の形をした飴に過ぎないし、外に出した魔力は気化していくからすぐに消えてしまう。いい？魔力だけで作り上げたものは長続きしないものだし、あくまで形だけのものよ。
So that's the norm. But seeing how he's already breaking the norm in a lot of ways, again, I wonder if he could, like, strengthen the imagination weapon, and then it could last longer.
まあ
Gradually, of
その
course.
形だけのものを外見も性能もオリジナルに近づけるのが投影魔術らしいんだけど
Projection Magecrafts creates an object to look and perform like the original. She's right. Magical energy has no shape. I can feel it while it's flowing through my body. Once it leaves, it thins out and eventually disappears entirely. But then, no matter how many blueprints I make in my mind and form with magical energy, everything will fade because it's all made from magical energy. Now that I think about it, when Kiritsugu was teaching me Magecraft, I showed him my half-assed attempt at projection. But he told me to stick to strengthening because what I was doing instead was inefficient.
そうか。投影って魔力の消費が激しいんだ。使ってもすぐに消えてしまうから、作っても意味がない。
Well, consider it now for like a trump card. Like, hey, I need to like unleash a ultimate attack that's going to last for a 2-second interval, but it's going to do a lot of damage. That's basically what you now have up your sleeve.
そういうこと
Man, my nose is stuffing right now. God damn. Exactly.
例えば銃の魔力を使って剣を投影するでしょその場合その剣の力はせいぜい3か4なのよ人間のイメージなんて穴だらけだから本物通りの複製なんてできないんだもの
Okay.
対して銃の魔力を使って剣を強化した場合その剣の力は20にも30にも跳ね上がる加えてその持続時間は投影の何百倍よ
So basically, you have a lot more upfront benefits to using strengthening, where it's not going to cost you a lot. The thing that you are using is going to be a lot more handy, and it's going to last longer. Right. But if you practice hard enough, potentially, though it may last very minusculely, consumes a lot of energy, but there is a chance, because it's based off imagination, the output is ridiculously powerful. As we saw, it like blew away Berserker. It blew away Berserker. And of course, Saber was helping us swing too, but nonetheless, it demolished him. So because it is based off imagination and you can argue more pure magical energy, though it's fleeting, in that moment, it's just raw energy. But again, maybe if he is clever enough, he could enhance that energy with strengthening. Get, like, the best of both worlds. Maybe.
わかった投影魔術っていうのは今じゃ儀式の時にしか使われないものなの
Sure.
道具が揃えられなかった時の代用品としてすぐに消える複製品を用意するための魔術に過ぎないシローの父親が強化を教えたのは適切よ、ただでさえ魔術回路が少ないんだから投影なんて無駄な魔術を教えたら一般人と変わらないもの
It's a shame that he doesn't have enough magic circuits, especially now, even more so, because he lost some. He lost some. I got that, but what was that then? The golden sword that I imagined was real for a moment, and it even had the real sword's power.
じゃあセイバーの剣を投影したのはまぐれだったのかな
Not
考えてみ
necessarily.
ればあの剣に蓄えられていた魔力は桁違いだった自分の何百倍っていう魔力を模倣するなんてどう見てもおかしいよな
But again, it does cost a lot of energy and won't last long. But he could. It looked like he kept like summoning it to like go up against Berserker.
それはそのきっとシローは剣と相性がいいの
There's
よ
that too.
魔術師はそれぞれ属性を持ってるでしょ
And her affinity would be jewels and projections. I
あなたは
imagine.
それ
Like,
が剣なんだと思う
projectiles, I should say.
属性火とか水とか各元素に当てはまるものか
Yeah, in a way, like you have a natural affinity towards something. when it comes to magic.
そう、普通は世界を構成する一元素を背負うものなんだけどね。魔術協会でも火はノーマル、風はノーブルって言われてるじゃん。
Fire is normal. Wind is noble. Really? Wind magic is noble. I guess because what? Arcturus?
地水火風空でもいいし、木火土金水でもいい。
Or it could be wood, fire, soil. Basically, there's a bunch of variants. Something natural.
このうちどれか一つを魔術師は持っているんだけど、中にはさらに分化した属性もあるわ。
More artificial, you could say.
大抵そういう魔術師は中央には入れず、突出した専門家として名を馳せるらしいけど。
I mean, unusual does not necessarily mean weak, though.
それで言うなら白は剣よ。多様性はないけど、こと剣に関しては頂点を狙えるってこと。
なるほど。
As we see on Unlimited
それ
Blade
は
Works.
確かに。
I've always been fascinated with swords, and that's funny because he used to do archery. Now I'm curious about Tosca specifically. Knowing her, it's probably fire or wind, or something else that best suits someone like her, but I should probably just ask since I'm curious. I assume it's fire.
参考までに聞くけど、お前の属性ってなんだ？
私は五大元素っていう属性だけど。
Oh, really? She has 5? She's like that one, what is it called? Like in Naruto, when you have like multiple elements. She has a Kekkei Genkai? She has a Kekkei Genkai? Or no, it's even better. Like, there was another one. There was the Triki Genkai or something like that. Google again. We're going back to Google. Kekkei Genkai versus Kekkei Tota. Kekkei Genkai is a bloodline ability. A Kekkei Tota is an even rarer, even more advanced version of this, requiring the user to combine 3 chakra natures. Yeah, right. So basically, she's even better than that. She's got 5 elemental natures. Crazy. What's a Noki? Oh, I guess because, yeah, the particle style. Because you're using what? You're using air. You're using air, earth, and what? Fire? I guess so. Yeah, whatever. Either way, yeah. Okay, so she's got some Kekkei Tota energies about her. She has 5 elements. Does that mean all of them?
ともかく私が言えることなんてそんなものよ。
She's not gonna I want to elaborate.
投影は虚影って言われるぐらい意味のないものだから、あまり多用はしないこと。
Again, use it in a pinch.
それにね、セイバーの剣を模造するなんてそんなのは自殺行為よ。あの時はうまくいったからいいものの、本来なら自滅していてもおかしくなかった。
Right, use it in life
あ
or
ん
death
たも言ってたけ
situations.
ど、セイバーの剣の魔力はシローの魔力のキャパシティを超えているのよ。それを複製するってことは、自分の魔術回路の限界を軽くオーバーしてるってわかるでしょ。
分かってる。けど、自分の限界なんてそう簡単に超えられないだろ？いや、そもそも限界なんだから、それ以上なんていけないんじゃないのか。
Oh, you haven't read enough Shonen, man. Go beyond. Break through your limits. No boundary.
いけるわ。だからこそ、魔術師は死と隣り合わせなんじゃない。魔術が形式に沿ったものなら、知識さえあればどんな魔術だって行えるのは同意でしょ。たとえ自分では再現不可能の奇跡だって分かっていても、それにチャレンジすることは誰にでもできる。魔術師なんて動力源に過ぎない。小さなエンジンでもアクセルを踏み続けていれば規定以上のスピードは出る。けど、その先にあるのは自滅しかない。
Sure.
それと同じよ。魔術師っていうのはね、自滅さえ覚悟するなら限界なんて簡単に超えられ
Yeah,
る。
basically life or death stuff. Hey, gonna go beyond. I'm gonna die, but I can do some crazy shit.
魔術回路を焼き切らせて神経をズタズタにして、それでも魔力を回転させていけば 奇跡に手は届くわ。あなたの投影は
Still
ま
probably
さ
not
にそれ
close
よ
to true magic, I imagine, though. Your rejection is that.
戦いの
But
後
can he
ずっと体
replicate a
が熱かった
miracle
のは
like a true
神経
hero?
が焼き切れていたからだもの。それが分不相応な魔術の代償よ。
Hmm.
手足の1本や2本壊れて当然のことをあなたはしたの。
But you also said he does have remarkable healing, too. Like, unfathomable amount of healing, thanks to Saber, but also his own healing. So, he actually might be able to coax the system a little bit. Tosuka's voice grows a little louder, but at the same time...
だから覚えておきなさい、エミヤ君。自分の限界を超えた魔術は術者を廃人にするわ。セイバーの剣を投影するなんてもう二度とやらないで。
Never again? I feel like we have to experiment once. Again, knowing the fact, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die if I fuck this up. But, like, he's already had so many trainings as, like, listen, you might die from this. And he's, like, accepted that, so... Never again? I don't know. Tosuka is worried about me, genuinely. After her warning, Tosuka, prescribes some medicine I'm not familiar with.
もう無理するなって言っても無駄だろうしね。
Let me adjust my light a little bit. There we go. Well, there's probably no point in telling you not to push
気休め
yourself.
だろうけど、もしもの時の痛め止めぐらいは飲んどきなさい。うまくいけばあざで変色した肌も治るかもしれないし。
Hmm. Tosuka explains this as she prepares some kind of green powdery medicine. It's just oh my god, what is it called? Matcha. It's just matcha. I drink it with some tea. Tosuka rummages through her stuff and tries to prescribe some other medicine. Anyway, I feel bad for Tosuka having to go through all her stuff just for me, but I feel like I'm wasting time just sitting here. I should ask about projection magic in more detail. Question 1. Silence is golden. Hold on. Save real quick. Let's see the flowchart. Not silence is golden. I feel like that's too cheap. I'm not going to get anything useful. Question 1. Question 1? What the hell does that mean? Ask about projection magic in more detail. I guess we should do question 1, because we already got asked about projection magic, so we kind of be redundant. Let's do question 1. Now I think about it, there's one thing I don't understand. Why wasn't Tosuka just crushed during our battle with Berserker? That's a good point, actually. What sort of trickery did she use? Did she try to use strengthening magic on the verge of death?
なあ、トサカ、昨日の話なんだけど、ちょっといいか。
何？忙しいんだから手短にして。
うん。トサカ、バーサーカーに掴まれただろ？あの状態でよく持ちこたえたなって。
Yeah.
そうは見えないけど、腹筋すげえ。
Do you work your abs? Do you even lift, bro?
鍛えてあるだけでバーサーカーの腕力に耐えられるなんて。私のお腹は鉄以上ってこと？
So what did you do then?
聞き方が。
Because I did say that during that moment. I was like, yeah, how are you not just like turn to jelly?
悪かったから、笑顔で殺気をみなぎらせるのはやめて
We。made her laugh at least.
そっちこそ無駄に挑発しないでよね。
No.
で、どうやって持ちこたえたかだけど、事前にお腹に宝石を仕込んでおいたのよ。服の内側に貼り付けて防護膜を貼ってたわけ。
Really?
納得いった？
So basically she made a magic vest? What the fuck? Wait, why didn't we do that for all of us?
そっか。トサカは初めからバーサーカーに掴まれる気だったもんな。そりゃ、あらかじめ体を守っておくか。
Or at least Shiro.
けど、トサカ、 そうなるとお前の宝石って
Alright, how many jewels you have left?
もう品切れよ。セイバーに1個、バーサーカーの注意をそらすのに3個、顔を吹っ飛ばすのに5個。
Yep.
で、
We really hyped those jewels up that like one of them was going to do a big ass attack. She gave him 5. Still did nothing. It's like, well, I mean, not nothing. It burned the fuck out of his face, but it was like, oh, you just made him angry. Like, I don't know. She would have used all 10 at once. Like, a point blank shot would have done major damage even more so. I mean, Ilya did say that she killed him. But then I guess, like, he immediately just regened. So, I guess it just would have killed him even more potently, and then he would have had maybe more time to, like, regen. But I don't know. I felt like we just hyped those jewels up, and it didn't really pay out too much, but whatever.
10年以上蓄えたものだけど、使うときはあっという間だったわ。しかも、そのほとんどを使ったのに、バーサーカーは倒せなかったし。
10 years for those. Wow. It's a shame that she actually doesn't know protection magic, because she could just make them as potent as they are. Last for an instant, but they can still do the bomb. What's done is done. She knows very well not to dwell on what she has lost, but focuses on what she can gain in exchange. Sure. Let me see. Did we choose the right option? Nah, we chose the neutral option. Damn it. Kind of curious. I actually do want to go and see the other options.
そっか。残念だったな、トサカ。
ありがとう。まあ、この教訓を生かして、次は私一人で倒せるようなものを作ってみせるわ。
She's as blunt as ever. But I'm also sure she'll mean it. I'm sorry, she'll manage it. And then I realized Tosca is the reason we won against Berserker. Yeah, to an extent. And after giving me several medications, Tosca instructs me to do simple strengthening exercises while we keep an eye on how my body reacts. Apparently, she's checking to see that nothing goes wrong inside of me when I'm using my magical energy. Honestly, Tosca seems more like a doctor more than a teacher today.
よし、問題はないみたいね。この分なら明日はもう来なくていいわ。
Nah, I'll come. Just to hang out. Hang out with Ren. Well, that is a bit of a surprise. I don't have to come tomorrow. Well, that means...
当然じゃない。今の状況で私があなたに教えることなんてないもの。本気で魔術を習いたいんなら、この戦いが終わってからにするべきよ。
You could still come to hang out.
それに、もうアーチャーはいないでしょ。素人の協力関係はもうとっくに終わってた
So
の。
you moving out? I suddenly realized our alliance was only so we could defeat Berserker. Now that Berserker's gone and Tosca doesn't have a servant anymore, our living arrangement really should be over. Should have ended really
それ
yesterday.
じゃあ、トサカはこれからどうするんだ？琴峰のところに行くのか？
Oh god, yeah, right. That'd probably be the normal thing to do. Tosca and Father Kotomine, I hate calling him that, are student and disciple, so it shouldn't be an issue for her to ask him for protection. Nah, have her chill out here. She's still an
なん
asset.
で？行くわけないじゃない。まだ負けてもいないのに。サーバントがいなくなったから戦えないなんてことはないでしょ。
You want to still participate? Oh, fuck. But our alliance is over. Okay.
それにやり逃げってのも趣味じゃないしね。一度戦うと決めたからには。
So you're gonna die in vain if need be? Okay. She says this like it should be the most obvious thing in the world, and she's proud about that. My eyes do widen. Well, okay, maybe not. I should have expected that from Tosca. She's unbelievably stubborn, absolutely selfish, and captivatingly
け
brilliant.
どそれじゃどうするんだ。一人でやっていくのか。まだサーバントとマスターは残ってるんだぞ。
そうね。だからしばらくはここで情報を集めるわ。
That's good.
竜道寺の調査も再開しないといけないし。
しばらくはここに残る。いいのか。
Don't get too excited.
そうしてもらえると助かるけど、もう協力関係は終わったんだろ。なら、
Oh, for the love of God, just say you're friends. Oh, mages and just say you're friends. Good lord, mages in this universe are too fucking Debbie Downers, man.
何言ってるのよ。バザーカーに勝てたのはあーちゃんのおかげでしょ。協力関係は終わったけど、その借りはまだ貸したままよ。
You
遠征が
owe
終
me.
わるまでここを提供するのは当然じゃない。
Of course, of course. Yes, that's why she's staying. Nothing else.
それに責任は最後まで取るって言ったでしょ。ちょっとの間だったけど指定になったしね。あ
Oh,
なたを一人にしたら頼りなくって心配で、聖杯戦争どころじゃなくなるわ。
uh-huh. Well, thanks, Sensho. Sessho, I'm sorry. Sensho is captain. Sessho is teacher. Oh, right. It feels like a lifetime ago, so I nearly had forgotten, but I have admired Rin because of exactly the qualities for a long time. So I'm actually very happy that Tosca and I have always known and liked. Besides, if I ever saw the day a girl as stubborn as her gives up, I wouldn't know what to believe from then on.
なあ、これからもよろしく頼む、トサカ。なんだかんだ言って、お前がいないと右も左もわからない。俺とセイバーに。
いいけど、あんたその言い回しはやめなさいってば。バカ正直なのはいいけど、気をつけないと誤解を招くわよ。
I'm not sure why that upsets Tosca so much.
トサカ、誤解を招くって何を招くってんだ。
Oh, you know.
あのね、今のは失言なの。聞くなって態度で表してるんだから、追求するのはルール違反よ。
Tosca might be aware of some secret rule I'm not. Oh boy.
呆れた。これじゃセイバーも大変だわ。
Ah, acknowledging Saber first and foremost.
まあ、それともあんたたちはそれでちょうどいいのかもね。少しぐらい麻痺してないと、あなたもセイバーもダメなのかもしんないし。
よくわからないけど、そのセイバーが大変だってのは聞き捨てならないぞ。
God
なんだって
damn,
セイバー
Shiro,
が
you
大
are
変なん
so
だよ、
dense.
トサカ。
だから、あんたのそういうところが大変だって言ってるの。その分じゃセイバーの変化になんて気がついてないんでしょ、エミヤ君は。
Thank you, Rin. Let's go. Alright, here we go.
セイバーの変化。
Yeah, bud. Yeah. It's about her appearance, right? No. If anything would have changed in Saber.
ああ、そういえば朝から様子が変だったな。
No,
いや
I just
イ
thought...
リアがいた
Oh,
か
there we
ら
go.
不機嫌だったと
I thought
は
it was
思うんだけど
late.
それにしたって黙って正座してるわ。どうしたんだって聞けば夢を見たとか言って立ち去っちまうし。
And I'm pretty much forgotten it all. It was a hustle and bustle over Elia. Yeah, Saber has been a little off since this morning, like her head is somewhere else right now. Yeah, I wonder why, bud.
セイバーが夢を見た？
Ooh. Saber had a dream.
何？それって驚くところか、トサカ。
And now she's ignoring me again.
おい、黙ってないで何か言ってくれ。そんな顔されるとこっちまで不安になってくる。
ああ、別にそんな大したことじゃないわ。
Oh, God.
単にサーバントは夢を見ないってだけだから。
Right. We usually get their dreams, but nothing else.
そうよ。サーバントは夢なんて見ないわ。それでも見たって言うんなら、それは夢じゃない。単に
Ooh.
誰かの記憶を垣間見ただけの話よ。
A memory. Maybe Tosca experienced it before. We do know that in Unlimited Blade Work that does happen. The coldness in her voice runs so counter to her usual cheerfulness. So, servants and masters don't dream necessarily, except for the human, but they share memories with each other. And now it's time to prepare for dinner. With so much happening these past few days, I thought the whole cooking rotation had gone out the window, but then...
今日の夕食お願いね。
Of course. Again, debt.
今夜もまた冷えそうだし、イリアもいるし、シチューとかいいんじゃない？
She steps out of her room as she speaks.
まあ確かにイリアはシチューってイメージだけどな。
Maybe it's the hat and the coat she wears that makes me think that. Whatever the case, I don't have a problem making stew for dinner. I'm no expert at Western-style dishes like stew, but I don't think I can really mess something like that up. You say that, and then... It's a little before 6 o'clock. I still have some time before I need to cook. We had training, so I've done my share of sweating today. Seems like now would be a good time to take a bath. Taking a bath before dinner might be a hassle, but Tosca and Saber usually do it right after dinner, so it would be pretty late by the time it was my turn. The hallway is cold. Oh no. I just realized, wait. He said Saber and Rin. Game? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's the censored version. Massive censored version, but like, please don't do it. The ears of the rooms are nice and warm, but once I'm out in the hallway, I can feel the wintry chill. Fuki's winters are typically warm, but the weather's been screwy these last few days. Right, they have mentioned that multiple times, that for whatever reason, the weather has been more cold than normal. I wonder if that's because of the Holy Grail War. Speaking of cold, it looks like it snowed. I must have not noticed it once, but it only lasted for less than an hour, and it didn't snow a large amount. If there had been much snow on the ground, my yard would have been packed with an entire army of snowmen, which really sucks to clean up. In that sense, I'm actually glad it didn't snow much. Of course, the snowman army would be the work of a single person. I can't help but smile as I remember it snowed last year, and there were cold, reddened hands gripping the lectern. Oh, you talking about Taiga? I was thinking of taking a shower, but the bathroom is already warm. Never mind. I hear something moving in the water. I strain my eyes trying to see the bathtub through the haze of steam. Bro. Do I risk it? I mean, there's nothing. Again, it's the censored version, but it's like YouTube can be so fickle. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be safe. I'm just trying to be safe. I don't want YouTube coming down on me, being like, "Oh my God, how could you show such implicit, unholy scenarios? You're sending the bad moral." It's like, oh, come on now, really? Is that really the case? My mind goes blank as the white sheets of steam filling the bathroom. My throat closes up. I can't get a word out. My brain stops working. I'm paralyzed. But in the back of my mind, I can recall something similar happening. Actually, the exact same happened already. Yeah, but clearly something different is going to happen. The last time I was dressed and Saber wasn't. Not this time.
Saber.
The only sound is my own loud gulping. Saber just freezes, watching me as I stand there, dumbfounded. She's going to get mad. Oh, here it comes. I'm gonna die. Well, last time she was very meh about it. She didn't really care. Her soft lips begin to tremble. Any second now, she's going to start yelling.
すまん、悪かった。シャワーを使おうと思って、いや、こんな時間に誰か入っているとは思っていなかったんだけど、普通気がつくだろう、そんなことって言われるのはもっともなんだが。
I ramble out a lame excuse as I step backwards, trying to head back to the changing room. It's not that I'm gawked at Saber, but for some reason it felt like I'm making a mad dash for the changing room would just make Saber angrier. The truth of the matter is, I can't take my eyes off Saber. Trust me, I get you. I get you. See, I remember the night in the ruins. I can actually recall Saber's warmth. How close it was. You can take the ecchi out of the... I'm sorry, wait, hold on. You can take the fate out of the ecchi, but you can't take the ecchi out of the fate. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Her body was so frail and slender. The heat of her body's even more... Heartbeats mingled, overlapped. At the time, I was desperate to fix the problem, and now it all feels so tempting. Oh Lord, Shiro, control yourself.
とにかく話は後で。
I try to reach behind me for the exit, and then, oh, here we go.
申し訳ありません、シロ。
Why are you apologizing?
その勝手な申し出なのですが、今は席を外してもらえないでしょうか。
I mean, he was about to do that. He was just about to do that. But she says in a very different tone than the last time. Saber averted her gaze, her voice oddly muffled. Now I really don't know what to think. I'm not sure why Saber isn't mad. Seeing how embarrassed she looks causes blood to pound in my skull.
なんて。
The words come out before I can even stop myself. Saber looks down even more apologetic.
シャワーを使うのはもう少し後にしてください。この場を一人で使うことを今だけは許してほしい。
Saber shrinks in on herself, hiding her body. Then I suddenly remember when I ran into her at the changing room last time, Saber didn't say anything. Sex does not matter for servants, right? Yeah, that was the idea. She said that appearance hadn't mattered to her.
つまり、待て、頭がぐるぐるしててうまく言えないんだが。
Oh, come on, work brain.
要するに、セイバー、怒ってないのか？
シローが体を洗うのは当然でしょう。私はそこまでマスターの行動を制限しません。
That's true. I get that. Saber doesn't care what she looks like or whether she has clothes or not. That's why it's not weird for me to be here, is it? The bathroom is a place to wash one's body, so my presence isn't strange. Just lock in, man. It doesn't matter whether Saber is here or not. Knowing that helps, but I have a feeling I'm wrong.
けど、なら、今俺がシャワーを使ってもいいってことになる。
Bro! Oh, excuse me. Who are you? Wait, whoa. Bud's standing his ground. He's standing his ground. He's like, oh, well, if that's the case, maybe I could actually just use the shower then. Well, well, well. Oh, the 16-year-old boy is making his moves. Oh, God, the panoramic.
ですからそれはその
Mm-hmm. What are you saying, Saber? Please elaborate. Again, I thought sex didn't matter.
見られることは問題ではないのです。ただ私の体は凛のように少女のものではありません。
My body is not that of a younger girl like Ren. I mean, it is, isn't it? Because you kind of stopped aging.
ですから
She blushes even more, tripping over her words.
シローにはあまり見てほしくない。このように筋肉のついた体では殿方には見苦しいでしょう。
What? What muscle? You've been literally called frail in multiple different ways. What the hell are you talking about? Even then, yo, the internet nowadays, muscular women? Losing people's minds out here. A man like you must find such a muscular body as mine unsightly. So much of that sentence is just stupid, but okay. She sounds so bashful. Oh God, the white void. Oh. I almost faint for just so many reasons.
バカ、そんなこと。
There you go. He says he likes the muscular. Even though, again, she's not really muscular. She's like a twig. I would never think that. Saber's body is a long, long way from unsightly. She says she's rugged, but that's never bothered me. Sure, she's more muscular than Tosaka, but still, I still think Saber is very feminine. Mm-hmm. And again, rugged now. Okay.
シロー、そういう理由だから一人にしてほしいのですが。
Yo, throw the line back at her. Throw the line back at her. But I thought you said sex doesn't matter for servants. Hmm. The white void. I don't know how I responded. I only remember nodding slightly and pulling the door closed. Okay, well, that was interesting. And so the day ends. Dinner was chaotic. Helia got chattier with each meal. And she and Tosaka actually have gotten this weird point where I'm not very sure if they're fighting or being friendly. Oh, true. I don't have to censor. Hang on. Boom. That was interesting. I'm glad I kept it up because, again, you don't see anything, but it is interesting of a shot of Saber. And knowing YouTube nowadays, it's just better safe than sorry. More than that, Saber gets pretty frowny whenever Elia gets near me. These past few days have just been plain rough. Normal routine of just a few days ago just has dissolved into complete chaos. Yeah, but you got a lot of neat things from it. I step silently out into the yard. It's about time for the calendar to roll over to the next day. I walk beneath the pale light of the moon, leaving faint puffs of white breath in my wake. Shed. The next thing I know, I'm at work on my daily routine. I don't really need to train out here since Tuska is teaching me. But I still sat on the cold ground and checked out the things I've been working on for so long. I'm not doing this because I'm worried about my skills. It's more of that I'm doing it as a soothing way. I've been doing this for years, so just not doing it would feel weird. Sure, it's a ritual for him. Here we go. Trace on. I put even more effort into it tonight's training. Tosuka told me not to do anymore, but I just can't do as she says. Yep, we're gonna do something reckless, but that's our style. If I can master this projection thing, it'd mean I could be a lot more helpful to Saber. And the heat from earlier is still lingering within me. The night at the ruins, the battle in the forest, in the morning mist. That's a fucking slamming line right there. The golden sword I created. The residual heat still lingers in my hands, and deep down I find myself hoping I'll be able to reignite those flames.
創造理念鑑定
Creation philosophy appraisal. It's easy to recreate. At the time, I was desperate in my mind and was jumbled, but now I can retrace the necessary steps to form my incantation. No. From the very beginning, there was only been a single thing that could serve as a trigger for me. The pronunciation is the same. But just by changing my perception of how it is said, it would become something entirely my own. My own original spell.
想定
Okay. Basic structure. Hypothesis. Ooh. I know very well how dangerous this is. Tosuka doesn't need to remind me. I really have no business getting anywhere near projection magic. It's completely beyond me. Venturing so brazenly into dangerous waters can lead to only death. But again, when has that stopped you, Shiro? Not in this campaign.
これ即無なり
End of hypothesis. Now, instant nothingness. I erase the blueprint from that was in my head. A shadow falls across the door. Saber comes in, her frame bottling out of the light of the moon. Okay.
よかった。ここにいたのですね、シロ。姿が見えないので何かあったのかと。
He's always working.
いや別に何があったわけじゃない寝つけないから頭の体操をしていただけだ一通りこなしたら部屋に戻るから心配はいらない
そうですか。ならいいのですが。
Saber focuses on my forehead. She can probably see that I'm dripping with sweat.
ああこれもいつものことだから気にしないでくれ魔術の練習なんて魔術師として当然のたしなみだろいやまあ半人前なんで失敗はつきものなんだけど
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm surprised. My sweat is cold as ice. I thought it was cold, but I didn't remember that the shed being quite this cold. It's winter! There's snow! This probably has no installation as good as it should be, man. Of course it's gonna be cold in here.
シロ、一日も欠かさずそれを。
Every day that he can.
いやまあできる限りは親父に言われた日課だしこれぐらいはやらないと
It's ritualistic, man. As soon as I finish speaking, I regret my bluff. I regret telling her that this is my daily routine. My intent was to boast Saber at the end of the day. My training isn't just some chore to me, but it isn't the easiest task either. Saber says nothing. The moon hangs behind her in the light spilling around her frame. The shed plunged into the blush darkness. It is illuminated by the few shafts of silvery light that make it past Saber. I recall the first night that I met
セイ
her.
バー遠坂が言ってたことなんだけど
That moment felt like a dream.
サーバントは夢を見ないっていうのは本当なのか
Mhm. I can't stop myself from asking.
ええ、私たちは夢を見ない。もともと幽体であるサーバントは眠りません。
Yeah, but you still sleep, though.
私は幽体化ができないため眠らざるを得ませんが、 それでも夢を見れません。
でも朝は見たって。
Memory. There's a brief silence. She closes her eyes, and then apparently having made up her mind,
私が見たものはあなたの夢です、シロ。
let me guess, was it the fire?
マスターとサーバントは精神的にもつながっている。結びつきが強くなれば相手の過去を垣間見ることもあるでしょう。
I mean, yours should be very, very strong right now, seeing how, again, you guys did that whole magic sex thing. I don't know.
夢に見たって。俺の
はい。
Why are you
あなた
blushing?
の心に踏み入る行為だとは分かっていたのですが、
Was it,
私には
excuse me.
拒むことができなかった。
Was it something about her? Like she finally understood from his perspective?
それをどうか許してください、シロ。
Don't. I did the same thing. Saber's past. I've seen several scenes from her life before she became a servant.
バカ、そんなのセイバーのせいじゃないだろう。夢に見ちまうなら仕方がないじゃないか。それに謝るのはこっちの方だ。俺の昔なんてつまんないことばかりだろ。そんなもん見せられたらおちおち眠ってられやしない。
I mean, up until the fire, sure.
いえ、夢を見たのは今朝だけです。それも最近のことではありませんから、シロの男性としてのプライベートを侵害するようなことは決してありません。
I didn't see anything that would infringe on your privacy as a young man. A young man in his prime of the youth. Springtime, as Mike Guy would say. Saber is dead serious about that warning. She's like, I didn't see you enjoying yourself. But privacy, well, yeah, I've done my share of dumb things. Is that how we're going to say that? Dumb things, huh?
それは助かるけど、最近のことじゃないって、じゃあいつ頃のことなんだ？
I think I'm right. She saw the fire.
大きな火事でした。
Yep.
私が見たものはその光景だけです。
Her voice is quiet. Her gentle gaze tells me what she saw. Oh. Brother, the goddamn Holy Grail? Bullshit, that ain't holy. That dream.
そうか。
Although I think this is now the first time we're actually seeing it in Shiro's flashback here in the Fate route. I see. Well, I don't know what to say. I should say it was unfortunate. It's like going to a movie theater expecting to see a movie you know, but you somehow end up in the wrong theater and end up getting completely a different show.
それで分かりました。いいえ、前から思ってはいたのです。あなたにはひどく危ういところがあると。
That's an understatement.
危ういところってなんだよ。そりゃセイバーから見れば至るところは危なげだろうけど。
そんな意味ではありません。あなたは、シローは私と似ています。だからあなたの間違いもわかる。このまま進めばどうなってしまうかも。
Yeah,
同じだから分かってしまう。
masters and servants tend to be very like-minded.
いや、間違ってなん
In
か
certain
ないけどな。
ways. I don't think I've made many mistakes.
そりゃ失敗は数えきれないけど、俺は親父みたいな正義の味方になるんだ。
That's kind of the
間
problem.
違ったことなんてできないだろう。
She was once your father's servant, man, and again, though they bickered, they too were very, very similar. And thus, you are now very similar.
それが間違いなのです。シロー、あの事故はあなたのせいでもないし、その責任はあなたが負うべきものでもない。あなたには償うべきものなどないのです。
Now that she knows the context of his situation from there, and then obviously her memory of what actually happened there. She's telling me it's not your fault. You were just a fucking bystander. It's obvious. It was just an accident. I was just a victim. Sure, I might be dealing with survivor's guilt.
以前
Oh,
リンが言ってい
absolutely.
ました。シローの自己犠牲と献身ぶりは異常だと。それは私も同感です。
Yeah, he definitely does have like massive survivor's guilt, self-sacrificing, and devotion to the nth degree. And this is why, again, I just don't like Unlimited Blade Work. I feel like it leans more into that unhealthy side of him, and then it grows more. It's like, I don't know, that's kind of the message you want, though.
あなたは自らの命を代価として人を助けようとするのではない。あなたは単に初めから自分の命が感情に入っていないのではないですか。
You're not sacrificing anything. You don't have a life that you consider to sacrifice. Maybe my pupils have dilated. I'm not sure why, but I can't seem to focus on Saber's face.
あの事故を忘れることはあなたにはできないでしょう。ですが、覚えている限りシロは変わらない。それは苦しいのではないですか。
苦しい？俺が？
Well, yeah, that's painful. Saber doesn't have to remind me of it. It's obvious. So many people died. It was absolute hell. Something like that causing you pain is only natural. And besides, if it don't feel like that, it might all be meaningless.
確かにこうして思い出すと辛い。けど、それは終わったことだ。今さらどうにかできることじゃないだろう。
Taking what Rin does, yeah? Saber doesn't answer. Instead, she claws at her arms in frustration.
私は聖杯を手に入れなければならない。けれど、それはシローにも当てはまる。
What are you gonna do, Saber? What are you going to do? We know your goal from zero, and I think she did mention it again briefly here. But I wonder, because of this route, has it changed because of her connection to Shiro?
セイバー。
シローには聖杯が必要だ。私があなたに呼び出されたのは必然だったのです、マスター。
Interesting. I don't know how to respond to that.
先に眠ります。シローもあまり無茶はしないように。
But she's also telling us, as the player, please don't strain yourself. I'll try not to, Saber. Saber leaves. I fold my arms and think, do I need the Holy Grail? A vessel that grants wishes to its possessor. With an asterisk. With an asterisk. A massive one, I would argue, but yes. A vessel which contains unlimited quantities of magical energy, for which it is said nothing is impossible. I'm taking a fucking screenshot of that because of how much it pisses me off. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. Biggest asterisk in the fucking world right here. Were I to get it, it could easily grant my wish. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. God. I really do hate the Holy Grail. I hate the Holy Grail and what it stands for, and just the fact that, like, everything that built up to it is kind of pointless. It's like, yo, we did all this for what? Were I to get it, I could easily grant my wish.
いや、違う。どう考えても聖杯なんていらないぞ。
Aha! This is like some Edward Elric shit with, like, you know, the truth. Like, what is a life of a human worth? You got it. You got the answer. Hope. Oh, I'm sorry, hope. Nope. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Because I don't have any wishes that can come true or hope for anything that's impossible. I wouldn't have a dream if it weren't for something I couldn't attain myself. That night grows darker. In the familiar old shed, lit only by the moon, I listen to the distant wind. There we go. Spin, baby, spin. Damn. All right. Okay. It's a good place to end it. I actually do want to go check out that the Rin stuff. That's a good place to end it. Damn. We got very deep there with Saber and Shiro. Oh, 13th. Here we go. Fate. 13 Infinity Arms. Okay. The sky is gray, the hill crimson with corpses. The heavy clouds drift away, heralding the battle ends. Oh, another Saber dream? Oh my god. Alright, we'll get to that tomorrow. I want to check on the Rin routes, because I want to see what was the other answers that I could have gotten. Yeah, let's go back here. Let's go back here.
じゃあレクチャーを始めるけど、その
壊れた
だからあれだ。まあそんなのはどうでもいいんだけど。
人
は
Get the goddamn question.
嘘よそんなの。シロ、ちょっと腕見せて。
Is there a quick way to do this? I feel like there is. No. Yeah.
焼き
Alright, speed! 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 Whack
何よ。こ
on.
っちはあんたの体を見てあげてるっていう。そうなんだ。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ね
そうみたいね。
父さん
ああ、バレた？
Speed.
ま、冗談はこの程度にしといてあげる。
父さん
あら、
そうかよ
そ
Come
う
on,
ね。
get to the question.
あのホス
そう。けど、私、だって、
け
I
ど
could have just gone to the save, but
俺
I
が
figured
使
I
える
wanted
魔
to do
術
this and try it
操
this
作
way.
がそのレクチャー
無理よ。私、
Projection
操
magic.
作が使えない
I figured because we went on such a elaborate thing with projection
今
magic,
の他の魔術
she
師
wouldn't
に
want to talk about it, but
そ
maybe
んな
I'm
こと
wrong.
あんたの実大抵は儀式の際そんなわけないだから物にそりゃあけどいい
うんそうか
そういうこと例えば対して
ごめん
わかったただでさえ魔術回路が
Speed!
それ
そう
この大抵そういうそれでいい
なるほどなあ父さんか
私
Don't break the game,
私は
please.
五大元素っていう属性だけどともかく東映は
Alright.
それにね
For the other option, I will definitely, you know, go to the
いけるわ。
save file, because this is
魔術
a lot longer than I thought I
小
remember
さ
it
なエン
was.
ジンでもそれと同じ魔術回路をあなたの手足の1本や2本だから自分セイバーの剣を投影するなんてもう二度とやらないで
Speed.
まあ気休めだろうけどもしもの時の痛め止めぐらいは飲んどきなさいうまくいけばあざで変色した肌も治
There we
るかも
go.
しれないし
So, I want to ask then, let's see what she says about projection magic. Let's see, because I thought I chose the right answer, but maybe I'm wrong. I think I got what projection magic, Magecraft is all about, but I want more detail. Especially the part about taking the image and giving it
なあ
shape.
父さんか忙しいとこ悪いんだけど
何よ早くしろってんなら蹴っ飛ばすわよ探し物が見つからなくてイライラしてるのはこっちなんだから ってどうしてこうしまったはずのものがなくなって
Wait,
るの
why
よ
is
こ
she
の
more
家は。
angry in this scenario than the other one? I didn't even say my question yet. She complains to herself as she searches. Classic Tosaka. Oh, you Tosaka. Especially the part where she stumbles into the preparation phase, even though she executes everything so flawlessly.
ああ、そのままそのまま。探しながらでいいから、さっきの話の続きをしてくれないか。その、投影がイメージから作る模造品だとか、そういうこと。
まあいいわ。話しておくことはあんたのためになるかもしれないし。
She's definitely in a bad mood. She tosses aside the duffel bag and she's been rummaging through, plops down the chair. At least we made her laugh in the other one. I don't know about this one.
手短に説明するわね。投影っていうのは手持ちにないものをその時だけ使うためのものよ。逆に言えばこの世にないもの、とっくに失われたものさえ復元することができる。本物を寸分たがわず想像できれば、あとは魔力で一時的に編み上げられるってこと。
Okay.
この投影したものは魔力の期間に応じて消えていくのは話したわよね。
Sure.
どんなに強い魔力でもイメージで編み上げた物体はだんだんと薄れていく。
Gradually fade away.
それだけじゃないわ。
Okay.
そんな幻想は世界そのものが許さない。
Fair. But we can postpone things, can't we?
だから投影によって編み上げられたものは一日だって世界にはとどまれない。
It won't last a day. I mean, that's fine. We don't need an entire day. But like, let's say he wants to make something last an hour. That's a big deal. That's a massive deal for
世
Shiro.
界そのものが許さないって、どうして？
The world won't allow
幻
it.
想は幻想だから何でもありなの。それがもし形を得てしまったら、それはもう現実でしょ。
True. I guess they're like, they are becoming reality. Or in another way, they are defying reality to become something that we desperately need.
けど、現実にはそんなものは存在しない。その矛盾を解消するためにね、現実が幻想を潰しにかかるのよ。
It's in a way almost like they're creating a pocket marble, a reality marble. That's what I wanted to say. I got my words all jumbled up. Yeah, it's like they're using the power and logic of reality marbles, but for an object.
いい？魔術ってのは元からあるものに手を加えて違うものに切り替える現象を言うの。言うなれば変化、等価交換よ。けど、幻想
Equivalent
に等価
exchange.
交換
Oh,
も何も
Lord.
ない。イメージで作られたものが世界のどこにもない場合、それは絶対の矛盾になる。
Sure.
だからこの時代にありえないセーバーの剣なんて投影したら世界そのものがその幻想を破壊する。
Sure.
世界とつながって奇跡を起こすのはいいけど、世界にない奇跡を起こすのはご法度だから。
That's
通常の
forbidden.
魔術
It's
っていう
great
の
to
は
create a
世
miracle
界
by
のどこかにあ
connecting
る
to the
実
world
物
by
を
creating
目の前に
miracles
持っ
and
てきて
exists
使う
at
ことよ。
all, and it's forbidden.
けど
Why do they say it's
投影
forbidden?
魔術は人間のイメージを彩色する。
Something that does exist somewhere in the world you see, you can use it, but projection magic creates something that's from an image in a person's mind.
いかに魔術といえど、ここにないものを作り上げてはいけない。
Yeah, but it existed at one point. Like Excalibur in their world
そ
existed.
れは現実を侵食する幻想に他ならないから。
Depending on how you use it, though. But I see the point that she's
生
trying to
物が
make.
自己防衛を最優先するように、世界だって自己防衛を最優先する。
Okay.
世界にとって秩序でしょ。だから秩矛盾。現実を侵食する幻想は世界そのものに握りつぶされるのよ。
Okay. Tells explains it rapidly all in one breath. I don't understand half of it.
そうか。つまり俺がしたことはエミやシロの
Beyond
限
my
界を
limits.
超えて
Right.
いる。
Here we
だ
go.
からそう言ったじゃない。投影はあなたの命を削る魔術だから、セイバーにねだられても
Even if
使っ
Saber
ちゃダメ
makes
よ。
it too. Okay, that's different. Elzevir resumes rummaging through her stuff. As I watch her blankingly, I am reminded again that beating Berserker really was a miracle. I'll save that. All right, that's interesting. All right, so let me... So it's giving me another option to go through there. Interesting. Interesting. I have to remember these save files. This guy is greater than Crimson. Right, so that's still the same. All right, let me go back then. So that also didn't give me... That also didn't give me a positive thing. The weapon? Does the weapon give me a positive one? Hold on. Alright, let's go here then. Alright, let's try the golden one. Fuck it. Yeah, let's ask about the golden. And then we'll end the stream. Yeah, I just sit here quietly. Tosca's on the edge. I can only imagine that the punch that might head right for my face if I say something stupid to interrupt her. Well, okay, that's different. Okay. Alright. And after she's giving several medications and instructions and then advantage of the check. If there's anything wrong, honestly, Tosca seems more like a doctor today.
Yosh.
I don't have anything to film tomorrow. Alright,
当然
that's...
じゃない。それに、もうアーチャーはいないでしょ。
Oh, okay, so we just skipped that then. There's nothing to add to it. Huh. Okay. Huh. There was nothing really positive I could have gotten out of this. The only thing that was really the greatest answer was the middle answer. So, asking about... What was the option? Oh my god. What was the fucking option? I forgot. It was silence, projection. I forgot the other option. No! Let me see this. Question 1. Right. About her barrier shit. Okay. Alright. That's good. Okay. I think we're going to end it here for the day. We got a lot of good progress done. That's good. So we will come back tomorrow with more Fate. We are going to push through with another stream, trying to get more of it done. From the rate that we're going, I have a funny feeling we're still going to be a while from completion. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that, hey, you know, tomorrow we'll make some good headway for sure. Maybe even try and get done day 13. Then next week, if we do it, you know, 2 days, we can then do maybe 14, 15 if the events aren't too long. And I don't know how far the storyline goes. Because, again, we still have to get to Caster at some point. At some point, we have to get to Caster. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me go through here. Oh, that's the Unlimited Blade Work one. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. How many days are there? I won't look at the events, but we're on 13. There's 14, 15. Oh, really? There's only 2 more days? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, depending on what happens, I guess, for the next 2 streams, maybe 3. Yeah, we actually probably could finish this next week. Yeah, we'd like push through. We probably could finish this. All right, so yeah, tomorrow, I guess if we can, let's try and see if we can push the completion of day 13. as Mr. Krabs said, give it up for day 13. So we'll do that tomorrow and try and see if we can get that done. Awesome. Cool. Is it the same for all the storylines? Is it all the same amount of days? Or are each one different? So you have prologue. Prologue seems basically the same. Probably maybe some slight differences, especially with Heaven's Field. But let me see. Oh no, the days are different. Like there's no day 15 here. It's day 14, but it's like a longer day 14. Oh my god, damn, wait, hold on. Yeah, there's a day 16 for Heaven's Field. Okay, so they do have different days. Oh. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, that's actually good to know. So, depending on, I guess, how you do it, unlimited blade work is probably the shortest route. Then you have Fate route would be the second longest. And then Heaven's Field's the longest. Oh shit. No wonder they had to cut stuff out in the movie. Interesting. I have like a little tutorial guide that someone gave me as a PDF. I'm like, oh, okay. That's useful. But all right. So yeah, we'll call it there for the day. Interesting stuff. A lot of good character stuff with Saber yet again. Saber's character is immaculate. Even Rin's character, I'm actually, again, liking it more as this than the other two routes. Even in her own route. Even in her main route, I think I like Rin here more. Their dynamic is a lot more wholesome. It's cute. But also at the same time, she knows Saber is the one to go for. I think that's cool. Okay, yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow around a similar time in the evening. I'll have a post about it on the YouTube and also, of course, my personal Twitter, both of which you should go to and subscribe. But yeah, good stream today. Can't wait to do more. We should, if we keep pace, we should be able to maybe get this done Tuesday. But that might be pushing it realistically. So maybe Wednesday, or if we do Monday, Tuesday, we might be able to get it done. And then maybe Wednesday we could start like a new game series. Like I could put out the poll. We'll see. You know what? We'll see after tomorrow. If by tomorrow we finish the 13th day, and I'm feeling like, oh, wait, maybe we could get this done. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to head out for the night, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. VOD Gang users, I see you. I see you. I want everyone to have a good day, good night, wherever you may be. Take care of yourself. Hydrate. Even if it's now getting the fall time where I am, it's getting a little chillier. Still need to hydrate. You still need to take care of yourselves, even during the winter times. But we'll be back with more gaming content, more reaction content when it comes to our watch-throughs. We're going to be finishing up Dawn the Dawn this week. And then going forward, we're going to try and have multiple stuff that we're going to watch within the night. We have more read-throughs we're going to go through. We're finishing up our JoJo's Part 7 with a discussion stream. So check that out Thursday if you're interested in that. Come on down. We're going to be doing maybe a tier list as well for the villains. And also, I know that the Part 7 trailer or teaser trailer came out today. I'm going to save that for Thursday. So I'm going to try my best not to watch it. So Thursday, we'll get to that as well. So again, we'll have a lot of stuff for that discussion stream as a send-off for Part 7. And then hopefully next week we'll get into Part 8. I know One Piece is out this week. I have a stream ready for that. It's just not up for you guys to see just yet. It's private. That way I can adjust it for when it does or does not come out. But we'll get to One Piece this week. I'm going to try and see if I can get the Buggy Go. But I don't know what day would be best to fit it in. So if it's not this week, we're going to push it back to maybe next week. And then, of course, we have Ichi the Witch and JJK for this weekend. Yeah. So good stuff. Good stuff to look forward to. So I hope I see some of you for those streams. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm going to head out for the night. You guys take care of yourselves. Please like the stream, comment, hit the bell notification, and subscribe. Until tomorrow for more Fate. I'll see you guys later. Peace.